Good morning, traders. So, what I thought was going to happen on Friday clearly didn't happen with the US market. So, what I was looking at was this green pin bar here off the alligator, and I was expecting a bounce, sort of a little bit of a pullback, test one of these levels, and then a move back to the upside. So, essentially, what I was looking for was a move back down into this 25,760 area, find some support there, and then rally with another green bar to the upside. That clearly didn't work out. So what we do have a confirmation here of this wedge breakout. Okay, so we rallied back up to test it, and now we've got the confirmation off the wedge breakout. So what you need to do here is have a look at what our measured move will be, and the measured move is pretty much back down sort of to test this previous low here. Okay, looking at the alligator, you can see momentum has dried up last week, or more than last week today. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You can say the last 10 days with all this chaos that's been going on, momentum's dried up. So let's get rid of that. I think the key thing here is that we've got an engulfing red candle. We've started off falling a bit. I suspect we'll find some support here. There is a bit of structure here. So you can see there's a previous swing high, and there's another swing high. So there's some structure here. So I suspect we sort of hover around this area for the morning session, and then in the afternoon session we'll have to see what happens. I think on the daily you're looking for a new low, and the new low has got to be below 25,250. Okay, so let's just get to lower time frames, see what we've got. Very volatile. I mean, if you look at the awesome oscillator at the moment, I mean, it's not really something you want to trade. No, you're looking for even this kind of messiness here. At least the oscillator is slow and steady and giving you direction, whereas here it's just chaotic. I mean, massive move up, massive move down. So we're looking for some kind of support. I'm looking for a bit of a rally, and then I'm anticipating another move to the short side. The only thing that is making me wary is the fact of how we're flying past through the alligator like this, up and down. We are pointing down quite strongly at the moment, so any rally is worth shorting for me at the moment, provided that we don't break above the alligator like this again. Okay, so looking at the hour, you can see we've got a bit of an inside bar here. I'd love to see a bit of a rally. What that really is could be a move back to 25,587 area, although I somehow doubt that. We'll have to really going to have to wait and see. And I think for this one, I'm going to look at it again in the afternoon. But for me, any rally, looking at the half hour, any rally back towards the alligator and getting some price action on a lower time frame. So watch that. So what I'm saying is I'm watching the half hour for my trend. That's going to be my trend today. And any rally back into the alligator, or to test any breakouts. You can see there's a breakout there as well. So that would be a fairly decent entry short, which is 25,500 with a stop above the opening of today. But yeah, so I think this one's a wait and see for me. I'd like to see a bit of a rally up here, but I'm not interested in taking it before the US markets opens, because what may actually happen is we may come back to test this breakout here. Okay, you can see how we closed, rallied above, came back down on Friday, and now we've opened up the move down. So, often what I find is there's a gap here. So this line will be a gap on the normal chart, not the futures market, but on the normal chart. So you're going to see price maybe meander down or just bounce around range here, rally up at the open, and give you the opportunity to get short with a stop. So if we do get to 25,500, then you're looking for a stop around 25,580. If we get past 25,580, then you're looking for the stop above that fractal there, which is 25,720. Okay, so I think trend is down at the moment. Not really want to get short the slowdown. I want to see a bit of a rally first and then an opportunity to get short. So if you use your half hour or your hour as your trend, you can see this trend on the hours only just started and it's pointing down pretty strongly. Okay, so I want to see some kind of either consolidation and then a retest of a breakout would be good, and that'll give me the opportunity to get short again. Okay, so that's kind of my view on this at the moment. I'm anticipating that we are going to get another, I'm not going to say fairly strong move, but it's going to be tough to get back down, but I have a feeling we are going to break the downside. I mean, the oscillators have been talking about it for a while, on the weekly anyway. So this was a piercing pattern, and technically it is still a piercing pattern until we get a weekly close below 25 to 40. Okay, so it's still a weekly structure. From a weekly perspective, it's still a technical structure that this could be a second move to the upside, but it is also a bit of a trend support at the moment. So that's why I'm saying 50-50 call for me until the market actually opens, because this could come down, test this area, rally again. If it creates another lower fractal, that's when you want to look for more long-term trades to the downside. So weekly at this stage, it's coming back to test the alligator. So there's nothing there. Daily, we have broken below the alligator, but not convincingly. And we also you'd want to see a bit more of a convincing move down and then a rally back up again. And the 4 hour, we have a potential trend change. And we've also got a break below the 200 EMA, but it's a bit messy. So that's why I say watching the hour, trend is down. I'm looking for any rally to get short again. And looking at the hour, I want to have stops above 29,720. So if I've got a stop up there, it's kind of this stage 300 points away. So it's a bit high, a bit rich for me. So that's why I'm saying waiting for any one of these breakout retests. Okay, so those are the two areas that we're looking at. So either 25,300 or 25,386. Let's say 380. So 25,300, 25,380. Those are the two levels that I'm looking for a retest of the breakout and an opportunity to get short. Okay. So let's see what happens. Hopefully we don't have what we had last week, which was pretty much sort of the first couple of days. Well, where are we now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can see the first 2 days we had to move to the upside, and then we were moving to the downside and getting some confirmations on the alligator. You can see here. And then we had this data which broke us through and then back down again. Okay, so I'm suspecting that this trend downward trend is. The trend has changed and we're heading to the downside now. And all we want to do, so long as this alligator is pointing down like this, we want to be trading with it to the downside. So any pullback, get in, play it short, and pay attention to the levels. The levels, I think for me anyway, a good swing setup with a daily close below 25,450. Okay, anyway guys, that's my view at the moment. I'm looking for shorts, and I am anticipating a bigger move to the downside. So I'm anticipating a daily trend change, if that makes sense. So we're going to need to obviously get below 25 to 27, 25 to 27. If we can get below that on the daily, then we have, let's use it this way, we have a double top with 970 point move to the downside. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm looking at the moment anyway. Still a little bit all over the place at the moment. So we are technically just inside the alligator on the daily, and the alligator is sleeping. So until we either point back up or point back down, you're looking to trade with the lower trends, and the 4 hours is not enough of a trend at the moment. So I would stick with the hour and just trade with it. So as long as we're below the alligator on the hour, it's short. If we break above the alligator, come back and test it, then play to the upside. Okay. Anyway guys, that's my view for now. Hope it helps, and I will catch you later. Cheers for now.